2 hours at LAX, 5 hours across the states to CLT with a 2-hour layover in North Carolina, 9 hours to cross the Atlantic to FCO, another hour on a train, and a bit more on a bus. It's been a year since we've traveled to the other side of the world, just enough time to forget how taxing it is. Last year was our honeymoon. This year, we're pregnant. Jenna has traded in the backpack for rolling luggage, which I bet won't stand up to the city's cobblestone streets. You've guessed it, we've gone to Italy, home to the Catholics, Ferrari, and the inventors of blue jeans. We'll spend the next 2 weeks here, starting in Rome, and then head down the coast through Naples, Sorrento, Positano, Ravello, and Amalfi. Call it a Babymoon, a relaxed getaway for the expectant mother and her partner before the baby comes. We'll take loads of baby bump photos and tell our firstborn about his first trip to Italy. But first, let's get to business. After 20 hours of traveling, a little worse for wear, we can finally sit for an authentic plate of carbs. This form is cheese on dough.
Gushes everywhere. These 4 burly river gods represent the 4 quarters of the world.
They are very burly. Naked and burly.
We arrived in Rome with plenty of daylight to spare. We packed into our apartment by noon and headed out into the city by the soles of our shoes. Rome is an ancient city. It's something you hear your entire life without knowing exactly what it means. You think you do until you actually get here. What they should have said is, Rome is thousands of years old, and through those thousands of years, the Romans did some DIY building and a few renovations. Structures have been maintained simply because they remain in service. Offices are built into ancient buildings. The subway station has traces of ancient foundation on display. Fountains that water the city's inhabitants look original. As an American whose country only has a modern history dating back a couple hundred years, this seems unfathomable. But here it is, thousands of years later, and still standing.
So what do you think so far? It's weird.
I like it.
It's pretty, and the architecture is gorgeous, but I can't figure out what is what. Everything is like a layer of history. You have like the Egyptian stuff here on the Washington Monument. You have
It's not a Washington Monument.
it's the Washington Monument.
It's a Piazza de Montecitorio.
Montecitorio.
That's right, and it's right in front of the Parliament.
Yeah. The Egyptian obelisk. So it's weird. And then you have like Greek gods being overwritten by Roman god.
If you want to see Greek mythology, you have to go to the Getty Villa
Oh yes.
in Malibu.
Yeah, that's where all the Greek
That's where it all is.
stuff is. Beautiful morning. Happy birthday, Mama.
Thanks, me. Golden year.
That's right. Golden birthday.
You know, I was thinking,
Uh-huh.
what about those people that are born on like the 1st or the 2nd? They never get a golden year because they're like 1
Yeah,
and they can never celebrate.
it's true.
Like, I could do so many things on my birthday. I could have a golden champagne drink.
Uh-huh.
No, I can't, but
It's also known as champagne birthday.
is it?
Yeah. the latest golden birthday that to be had, you have.
Right. Because there's nothing after 31.
Yeah.
Did you have a golden birthday?
24.
Did you celebrate it?
Yeah.
Any special way?
I don't think so. It's not from what I can remember. So it must not have been as memorable. Hey, you can say you were in Rome.
That's right. Well, we don't know where the date takes us.
Yeah.
I can say I was in Rome and I licked a statue.
Our first experience with the Ultra Holy is visiting St. Peter's Basilica. We did the underground catacombs tour but weren't able to film. Amongst the sites were the ex-papal tombs, as well as alleged remnants of St. Peter himself.
Wish we could have filmed more underground. How was it?
It was cool.
Yeah?
I liked it.
That's it.
There's no photo video.
Hey. Hey.
Art, and more art. The Vatican Museum is filled to the brim with collections from all over the world. Statues, tapestries, and paint on every inch of the walls. And tourists on every inch of the floors.
Jesus is coming out. He's saying, like, hey, what's up, guys?
Golden Mercedes.
Could you imagine? They had golden Mercedes.
I'm sure someone has one.
Holding a pigeon.
Oh, that's how you get mites on you.
That's how you get bumblefoot.
But I feel like because it's crowded, because you're rushed.
You're not rushed. It's in your own day.
Well, like it's a bit more tough to sit here and take every single one and like dissect it. You know, there's just so much going on.
Well, it's also hard because we don't know what we're looking at.
That's all.
Hi, baby.
Hey, Mama.
How's it going?
It's good.
How are you liking Italy?
It's pretty great. We just had a delicious meal.
What did we have?
Spaghetti carbonara. We had our bruschetta and a prawn risotto, and it was delicious.
Yeah.
And
Empty plates.
you know what day it is?
There's the prawn. What day is it?
It's your birthday.
It is.
Flip it.
What?
Has it been a good birthday so far?
It's been a great birthday.
Yeah, not so bad.
Yeah, we saw the Pope. We saw St. Peter's bones.
Yeah, his hand bones.
His hand bones.
Like 4 of them.
We saw the Vatican and the Sistine Chapel. And
Maybe
then
some of us.
we bought a bunch of souvenirs, so I think it's been a good day.
We're gonna find you some Italian jewelry for
Ooh,
your birthday.
yeah, let's do
We're
that.
gonna do that. All right, let's do it.
Don't make empty promises.
I'm not making any promises.
All right, jewelry store, here we go.
It's just like a city, and then through the cracks, you just have peaks of ruins. You have columns, Colosseum. It's like just about the city around it. Whatever it did collapse, put something up. seems familiar.
What?
Vietnam.
Yeah. Vietnam was bad though. Vietnam flooded.
Yeah, it got really bad in Vietnam.
This doesn't look like flooding. Hey, you want to know a cool fact? The Colosseum right there, right behind you, was built in 8 years. You know how long it takes to build the 405 freeway? 20.
8 years. That thing.
And then they were like, hey, that wasn't enough, so we're going to build this beautiful arch
Yeah.
just
No.
to celebrate the fact that we have all this money.
All right, so we just did 4 days in Rome. Now we are off to Naples for a night, and then down the coast. We're on the bullet train, I guess. This is the fast train. Fast train.
Express.
Express. Napoli. And we are now leaving Naples.
Nice.
All right, baby. You kind of booked a dump here.
I know, I'm sorry.
Ooh, look at that. So that,
You told me what it is, but I already forgot.
me too. But that's Mount Vesuvius. Napoli is that way. And then this, I guess, is just the peninsula. So all of this is Sorrento?
Not all of this. There's like 2 or 3 more towns that we're next to that I can't remember the name of.
Uh-huh.
Capri and Amalfi is on the other side of the coast. So we're on one side of it. It's very pretty.
It works for me. That ain't bad. Sit in this thing. Actually, you're pregnant. Can you do that?
Vacation. It's all I've ever wanted. Moving from the humidity of mainland Italy to the temperate climate of the coast, we've finally made it to the R&R portion of our vacation. The next few days will be sunshine, coastal breezes, and distant views. Additionally, the local flavor in these coastal towns is world-class seafood, a well-deserved break from plates of cheese and pasta.
Crammed.
How do you feel?
Because you made me do this. I wanted to go to the beach. Pompeii.
We made it. to the ruins.
After a very uncomfortable train ride.
I rode in someone's armpit the entire time.
Yep.
I didn't like it.
Right in my face.
Yeah, I had a view of his elbow and a whiff of his armpits. And he kept he was getting more tired and tired, so his arm would drop more and more, and I'd have to shrink further and further down.
I could smell what everyone ate for breakfast.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
No.
All right, Pompeii, look at that. Let's go exploring. Dude, just give me a day without authority and shovel. Look at this is probably something. This is in the middle of the dirt. There's like rocks and bricks and things sticking up out of the ground. Probably artifacts. Look at that. So this must have been some sort of town center, right?
Yeah. All the columns.
Uh-huh. It's kind of crazy that you can just like walk through them. Like it's no big deal. What's this? So here we are, apartment number 15. Think you wanna move in, baby?
I think he is a little functional reaction.
Oh, you just need to put a little base here, you know?
I don't know. It's kind of small.
It is a little small. It's a little cramped. And you're kind of wall to wall with your neighbors. Facts in there. So it looks like they're still working on this side because there's a mosaic ground piece that they haven't even like excavated yet.
Oh yeah.
So no one even knows what's under this thing. They kind of like kicked some dirt around. You're like, all right, well, we know there's something here. Just don't know what.
How stoked would you be if you had like a brush and just a day to spend
You're so good. Yeah. So these little pieces would have been just like that. Give me your makeup brush.
No.
What do you think these would have been?
This is a candle holder.
Oh, got it. Candle holder.
Okay. This is a
Basketball hoop.
this is a spitting.
Oh, a spittoon?
Spittoon.
Bing!
Yeah. They were tobacco chewers back then.
Ah, yes. I was thinking it's actually a human juicer. So you put your human up here, and you spin them. It's a human juicer.
It's where you send people for timeout.
Yeah.
I don't know, but then it has this like brick archway.
Uh-huh.
So maybe it was a fire.
Also, that looks like a dick. But like, this is the keystone. And I'm not kidding. I think it might have just been someone made a funny keystone. That's a dick.
This
Wait.
is not a toilet. This is actually a bakery.
It's a bakery.
This is where they make bakery stuff, and then that's the oven.
How'd you find out?
I listened to a tour guide that was passing by.
Oh. I'm surprised they haven't turned this joint into a mall. Right?
Outdoor mall.
You know, sitting here right now, the weirdest thing to me is that it feels like there's no difference between 2,000 years and 200 years ago. It feels like you could be sitting at UCR right now, and this could be, you know, the Mission Inn, or part of the Mission Inn.
It's very true.
Baby, when we saw that keystone earlier, how right was I?
Pretty right.
They love dicks.
You need to turn that stone right now. Right now.
Remember when I was talking about the comical dicks? That is a comical dick. So, it's a brute. That guy's represented as brutish. And would be in a play of comic relief, or that would be his character.
So, we just finished our tour of Pompeii. What's your take?
It was cool. You know, it was a big city of ruins, which was interesting because they haven't finished excavations. I was thinking that if you gave me and Mike a shovel and a brush and maybe some like cement, we could have that entire thing restored in a year. But this has been around for so long and it's still not, one, completely excavated, two, not every single room is restored, three, there's mosaics on the ground that haven't been, you know, cleaned off and discovered. So there's a pace to this Italian culture that makes me think that, you know, they're maybe lazy. I don't know. I would finish this in a year, easy. Whole city.
Well, I think it was pretty cool. I enjoyed the dead bodies a lot. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, but it's pretty cool to see dead bodies.
Sorry.
Covered in ash.
La Sprite
Yes, please.
e l'acqua. Prego.
Grazie.
That's it. And what else? I thought it was huge. It was a massive, massive place.
Whole city?
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be that big. Like when we went to see the Roman Forum was big, but it wasn't that big. This place was like a massive city. This would be like a downtown LA. What else was cool about it? I enjoyed that they were still pagans, so they had a lot of pagans and gods around. Christianity had not touched this town yet. And yeah, we tried to take a piece of Pompeii with us, and then we learned that you can be cursed if you take that. So I made John put it on.
I was almost victim to the Pompeii curse.
Yes.
And when I discovered the Pompeii curse by reading sorry notes or apology notes that people were sending to the museum with the little fragments of things that they'd have to return, it said there was a curse. I made the mistake of letting Jenna read that there was a curse.
Yeah.
And realized that Jenna isn't cool with being secretive. No, she dragged me out, pushed me out of the museum, and said, "You are returning this immediately."
Immediately! We don't need a curse. Why does anybody need to be cursed?
I felt like I was in trouble by my mom.
We were in trouble.
So I put it back, apologized to Pompeii,
Yep.
and my pockets are empty, so we won't be cursed. We didn't even leave the site. Luckily.
I know. Luckily we went in that museum.
But I realized if I ever do anything secretive or wrong, I just can't let Jenna know because she's going to blow our cover. She was not cool.
Not cool. I don't want to be cursed. Not cool. Positano.
Positano. Going to Positano. That's free.
In Italy. It's not.
Yeah. Mama. So I've found what I'm going to be doing for a bit here. And that is sea glass. Just enough to make them round.
So at least that's nice. That we got short glass.
Maybe I'd hope the same glass isn't cursed. Just collected a lot of rocks.
Positano, baby. What did you think?
I think that
Oh my god, go.
what a lovely way to tell me how much you love me.
That has nothing to do with Positano.
Have my baby.
Okay, he's gonna keep singing. Well, we paid 50 euros for these stupid umbrellas and chairs.
To sit.
To sit.
Not even real sand. This is rocks.
No, look at these rocks.
We got an umbrella. Chair.
Yeah. We asked for a towel. Big mistake. They said that'll be 5 more euros.
By planes, trains, and ships, right?
What?
Vediamo. Heading to Amalfi. A little under the weather.
We wave goodbye to Sorrento and take the bus down the coast to Amalfi. The ride is as long as the day is beautiful. Miles of twisting coastlines with pastel buildings set into the cliffs, the inspiration to countless landscape artists. We arrive in Amalfi at rush hour.
Alright, so we just got to Amalfi via bus from Sorrento, and it was nothing short of a butt-clenching coastal ride where you didn't know if the bus was going to hit opposing traffic or the guardrails or just go over. But I slept through half of it, feeling a bit under the weather, trying to sit up. Now we are trying to find our way from Amalfi to Ravello. The bus situation isn't great. There's no way that all those people are going to get onto a bus to Ravello. So I think we're going to eat a taxi cab ride for like 30 euro or whatever it's going to cost to get us there. Well, that's funny. It's so crazy right now that even the taxi cabs are like, nah, I don't want to drive that.
I'm not going there.
I'm not going to do that. You guys should take the bus. So, it looks like that's the bus that everyone just got on, is that open tour.
That's not the one we bought tickets for. We just got regular bus tickets.
Okay, then let's stand over there and wait for it, because I'm looking at the people on that bus and they were the ones that were waiting to jump on.
Mamma mia!
Always an adventure. The traffic's different here. It is different than Vietnam in that there are also no rules, but the mentality in Vietnam was just kind of like, we putz along and we keep things moving. Here, it's like everyone for themselves.
But they try, because they have a little policeman conducting traffic.
They don't care about him.
Yeah,
They look at him and they go, "Shut up, nerd."
to ignore him.
Yeah.
Completely.
That's different. Everyone fends to themselves here in traffic. There are no friends.
In 1976, the American writer Gore Vidal, who lived in a nearby house, wrote of Via Cimberone. 25 years ago, I was asked by an American magazine what was the most beautiful place that I had ever seen in all of my travels, and I said, the view from the Belvedere of the Via Cimberone on a bright winter's day when the sky and the sea were each so vividly blue that it wasn't possible to tell one from the other. I say he's probably right. It surely explains why weddings happen here daily. It's a town of music, it's a town of romance, and simply, it's a town of love.
How many weddings have you seen so far?
Oh my god. Novels. At least 7.
Oh, there's another one. I've never seen real action without rice. It's cool.
We walk back as the sun falls behind the mountain and watch as the mountain casts its shadow all the way to the sea in the peaceful, quiet town of Ravello.
So it sounds like a fucking war zone in here for the last 3 days.
We just got here. What do you mean 2 days?
Well, not just here, but also in Sorrento over the last 2 nights. Because apparently, Italians just love firing fireworks. It's like a quinceanera in this joint.
It's not even a good firework.
It's not even a good firework. Every night.
Oh, man.
Baby,
Yeah.
it's our anniversary.
I know. Happy anniversary.
1 year.
1 year. We did it. Why did you decide to film us walking up the stairs?
Because I have my GoPro in my hand now. March on, baby.
Fuck these stairs.
And you want to do this twice today?
Show the camera these stairs. These stairs.
We just have to walk forever.
Get a
get anywhere.
Airbnb, they
Yeah.
said. They didn't mention anything about these stairs.
1,000 steps.
It's been exactly 1 year since we got hitched. We start the day by climbing the mountain to get to the bus. Along the way, we spot a few iconic Italian commuters, take a quick dip in the water, and spend the day exploring Amalfi. By the late afternoon, we head back to our room to get ready for our anniversary dinner.
Alright, what's happened?
Fucking trying to get something to eat, and everything is closed till 7:15.
It's 6:30.
I'm hungry, I'm pregnant. 24 hours a day you can get food in the United States.
Yeah.
You want to get food at 2 a.m.? You go for it.
Yeah. So open up the kitchen.
Yeah, stop being so goddamn lazy.
Not here.
Just do your job. You have one job, feed people.
Nope. Not till 7:15.
It's so annoying.
So what are you gonna do now?
I need a pastry,
Yeah?
because that's the only thing that I can find to eat around here. There's not even a vegetable in sight. I have to pick it off a tree if I want a vegetable.
Alright, so we wanted to go to our anniversary dinner, but Italy said no. We don't serve dinner until 7:15, like reasonable people.
Is that reasonable?
No, we're not. No, we're eating pastries. We ordered hot chocolate. So we couldn't get dinner reservations.
Nope. They laughed us out of there.
They laughed us out of there. You look beautiful.
Aw, thanks, B. I even wore my jewels.
You even wear your jewels.
See?
But we're here
We out here.
on our balcony, eating by candle and moonlight.
Oh, there's
Some pizza.
Oh, that's actually very pretty.
Yeah, it's overlooking the. You can't see it here, but it's like lighting up the entire streak of ocean in front of us. It's gorgeous.
I Happy anniversary, baby.
Happy anniversary, my darling.
First year.
1 whole year.
Hey, Murray.
Whew.
Water feels nice.
Yeah, once you're in there for a while. Oh, I feel like such a beach bum today.
Oh, Mama. We deserve to be beat, Mom. Vacation is all about.
Nice sun on my skin. Cold water on my belly button. Babies in cold water.
It's that cold.
Yeah. Baby has chills.
No, it doesn't.
Baby Jackson. Just winding down our trip here. You want to go home? Feel a little homesick?
It was yesterday.
Yeah?
Fine now.
Not now?
No.
Because it feels too real?
Because it's coming to an end soon.
Yeah?
Pretty soon.
That sounds good. You still need to get luggage.
What are those things that are like bumping up against tonight?
Are they fish?
I don't know.
It could be fish.
It is a fish. Look at that stupid fish.
Yeah. So look, watch.
They keep trying to eat my feet.
Kick the sand up. Are you kicking the sand up? You're probably kicking the sand up, right?
Maybe.
So if you're kicking the sand up, it's looking for stuff to eat.
But remember yesterday when I was like, ow, something stung my foot. I think it was a fish eating my
Shady.
scabs.
Watch. Watch.
Ow!
It's not.
Did it again.
No, it's not biting you. It is not biting you.
Did it again right now.
Kick the fish. It did not bite you, did it?
Yes. Baby, they're biting my feet. Why?
You're tipping me. Ow.
These fish are assholes.
Oh.
Trying to eat my feet. I'm out of here.
I'm out of here. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye. All right. So we got mother pigeons over there feeding pigeons out of her hand. They're like flying onto her hand. How do you feel about it?
So gross. And she's trying to get the baby to do it. No, baby, don't do it.
No, baby, don't do it. All right. I got Jenna's luggage, my giant pack full of limoncello and wine and olive oil, which is way heavier than when I started. And I have a mess of a hill to go up now. It's a lot of weight. At least the view is gorgeous. Now I wait for Jenna to bring me water. Thanks, Sadie. You should have water first. Alright, travel day. We are going to take a bus to Amalfi, a boat to Salerno, a train to Naples, a transfer to Rome. That's today. Not gonna be easy. By boat! We start to wrap up our trip by way of the sea, riding the calm blue waters while we watch the miles and miles of Italian coastline passes by is bittersweet. In the moment, the beauty is inspiring, but it signals that our last day of vacation is just around the bend. Now we wait for the train. We're on a train. Alright, so we are back in Rome. But because all vacations must end, it's only natural to squeeze in as much as we can before we hop on a plane and say farewell to Italy. Instead, we find our way to an area of Rome that we haven't explored yet by subway. And without a proper plan, we wandered. We glided our way through a park, we toured a local wildlife biology museum, and eventually we find ourselves at the city's zoo. The walkability of Rome is unmatched. The blend of modern amenities in an ancient big city provides its patrons with endless things to do. I'm telling you, man, just hop on a subway, get off where the people are getting off, pick a direction, and walk. You'll find something. Trust me. Last scene in Rome. Baby Jackson. Hanging out in there. Hanging low.
Hanging low.
Baby Jackson. Be a lucky fella. Okay. We are so homesick. Where do we go?
McDonald's.
We're at McDonald's. It's our,
I don't know if that's being homesick. I just really want a McDonald's.
we're so tired of telling people that we want McDonald's.
Yeah. All the time.
Fries for days.
Oh, we ate McDonald's. It was delicious.
Yeah, and then a gross pigeon man trying to harass me for my
Oh,
fries.
I hated that. It was so gross. That guy was ballsy. He was like reaching on people's plates to grab their shit.
I know. You don't fucking steal a pregnant woman's food.
No.
Cut you.